Recently, I played through Call of Duty Black Ops 3 with the help of some friends to try and figure out literally anything that's going on, because the whole game is basically one big dream sequence, and then the second half gets really weird in a bad way. The following is a completely accurate summary of the campaign. Trust me. The game begins with a montage about how the world's a little more at war than usual, and we're introduced to our new best friend, Purple Haze, who fills us in on our mission to save the number 13, but also if we fuck up, then he's gonna unbirth us, which would be uncomfortable for everyone involved. Then the game starts with this bullshit, where they decide to tell you the actual real story of the game through text that flies by on the screen, so I hope you weren't planning on actually being able to understand anything that's going on and have access to a wiki, because I'm definitely not reading all that. Did you think this summary of the game would include the actual summary of the game? I'm just summarizing what I can see, man. Cut to us crashing this plane right into ourselves, because for some reason the anti-aircraft weapons of this base are right next to the command center, and nobody thought to, move them a few feet away so the plane debris wouldn't come crashing down right on top of everyone, but what do I know? I don't know, AAA. A door opens for us, and we murder some people loitering in the hallway, and we start messing around.
Does fire hurt
I think
me?
there's a getting crushed... What the... Oh, that's you. I thought that was one of the NPCs. Oh, it does actually kill you. Just really slowly.
Run it up like 2 more.
What are you doing? What the fuck was that? You're having a seizure.
The mouse wheel is weapon switch, but every click is an input. So if you click it 3 times, you switch 3 times.
After watching Purple Haze kill a guy for us, he opens a door for us and we watch a torture montage, but we're only here for the number 13, so everyone else will just have to, go outside and get some fresh air on their own. That'll fix everything. We put a cock ring on a door and saved the number 13 by shooting everyone, and everyone just kinda waited around until the proper timing because the script says so.
I'll cut the poor bastard down.
What the fuck? Oh, that's you. It looked like you were trying to help him.
Minister.
I'm stuck again. I can't move. After getting a door open for us, we take an elevator to 2 first names, who has an awkward conversation with Purple Haze that traps us behind them on the elevator until they're done.
What?
Nice throw, Hall. We run across the tarmac where Boeings are doing normal things and get a door open for us and go through an automatic night vision section, and apparently in this future, night vision is extremely shitty now for some reason. 2 first names takes down a plane by himself because we can't be trusted to do something cool like that ourselves, and a door opens for us, and then some robots show up, so we hop in an Uber for a turret section, but it stalls and then crashes, and we fall at the front end of frame blending land. 2 stars. We call another Uber, but it leaves without us. Okay, 0 stars. And then we get our arms ripped off because these robots are designed by Disney and we have Disney Plus, so this was within their rights that we agreed to in the terms of service. 2 first names lets us know that we're pretty messed up and also that our body is badly broken, so he wakes us up in the movie source code, which I think makes us Jake Gyllenhaal. Unfortunately, though, it's exposition time, where 2 first names explains to us the train is carrying an AI called Wanny, but then the train go boom. Then we cut to another area and oh good, it's more exposition time, because that's what everyone was looking for in a Call of Duty game, long-winded exposition scenes. 2 first names lets us know that Diaz Nuts is going to fill us in on our new abilities, but we have an awkward secret handshake with him that really kills the vibe. Ah! Ah!
Oh, shit. Oh, the humanity.
We have some digital PTSD, and Diaz Nuts lets us know that it's normal and extra PTSD, we just need more opioids. After finding out who made the train go boom, we catch up to him, but he gets away, and we re-meet Ann Oates, who's going to teach us how to read.
Before DNI, you had to read books.
Oh no, you had to read books! What a travesty! I like how we look really confused. That is not the face of somebody who understands what's going on. That is the face of somebody going, what the fuck?
Okay, new.
It's the kill button. Remember your cyber abilities. We have to cyber the enemy. I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember when that was slang for sexting.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, it was called cybering.
Your generation sucked, Will.
You're not even that much younger than me.
God, your generation is fucking awful.
We catch up to the train go boomer and drop him through a skylight, but that's okay because we can hijack his brain, but not before getting lectured about the process and how it'll leave the subject traumatically brain dead, but this guy was 15 seconds from death and a terrorist, so it's okay. And this definitely isn't foreshadowing that we'll end up using this ability on someone who maybe doesn't deserve to get their mind freaked. Anyways, after Chris angeling the train go boomer, we're introduced to Peter, the funny man of the group, because Peter is sometimes a euphemism for penis, and hang on. Does Call of Duty think badass motherfucker is 1 word? It's 2 words. Maybe 3. It's not working.
You need to let go.
It says press and hold.
Right, and then it said release.
Did it?
Yes! God, you selective fucking reading over here.
God.
This does not look right on my screen.
Today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Figuring out ingredients and going to the store and walking down every aisle trying to find them is a pain in the butt, and not the fun kind. Skip the hassle with a HelloFresh meal that's delivered with all the ingredients and recipe right to your door so you can get started right on the thing you wanted to eat. HelloFresh has over 30 plus calorie smart and protein smart recipes to choose from, and over 50 plus recipes in general, so you don't have to just get the same exact thing every single time like some kind of psycho. All HelloFresh subscriptions also come with a free breakfast item for life as long as your subscription is active, because breakfast is important and starts at whatever time of day you first decide to eat. Yes, this means if your first meal is at 4 p.m., that still counts as breakfast, it's in the name. HelloFresh just provides an actual breakfast item, so you're not eating cold pizza or leftover Chinese food because you don't have any actual cereal or a bagel or something. Thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Check my link in the description and use my code WillyAssoSep10 and receive 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active if you're in the US. The link and code are valid in all countries and their respective local discount will apply. We find out that the robots for How the Train Go Boomer got the train booming stuff on the train, and now it's time for us to try and keep the train from going boom, even though this is just a training exercise and it went boom years ago. After shooting every passenger on the train because the game just lets me with no consequences, we find the train booming stuff, but unfortunately there's no time to stop the boom, so we disconnect the train from the rest of it and let it blow us up instead because this was a simulation and sacrificing ourselves is an easy choice when it's not real. Oh wait, was that supposed to be profound? Then we wake up just in time for a montage where we ask Purple Haze how long we've been doing this, purely for the purposes of letting the audience know how much time has passed, because no human being would ask, how long have we been doing this, to someone they've been working with for multiple years unless they've got memory loss. Now it's time to finally introduce the bad guy faction, 23andMe, me being Taylor, but that's a spoiler and only makes sense if you read the really fast text at the beginning of every mission, which we've already established I am not doing.
You know, you could get a mod that makes everything taste good. If I did that, I'd never get to appreciate the real thing.
Who gives a shit? I'd take that. I could eat dirt and it tastes good. I'd eat so much dirt, even more than I already do.
God damn it, you made the joke first. I understand how you feel now, Tali.
Brace yourself!
This is really dumb.
It is. I love sequences that force you to limit your movement for no reason.
Is he bad on purpose? This must be your first stream, buddy.
Yeah.
This must be your first.
Trying to hit someone that far away without aiming is really hard.
I think so.
Yeah, it's about there.
I can't keep using a fucking sniper rifle while I'm down.
You're one-handing it. It just goes. All I did was hold Q, so I was looking at my hand the whole time. We meet a chicken restaurant who saves us from a bullet sponge, and in case you're blind, there's a wind overlay that's just permanently on the screen now for the rest of the mission for no reason. So, I don't...
Station went dark. It was raided
The
by
fuck?
the dominant militarized force in this territory. It's likely there won't be any survivors.
I can't... The fuck was that?
Approaching the
After hand-jobbing the 23andMe radio station, we get a door open for us and start struggling. I can't get up. Oh, now I can. How many times did Will break the game already? Well, I have this speed effect on my screen that's permanently there. There, I got him.
Come here for a second.
Yeah.
Is this forklift here for you, or
What
is it
the
just...
fuck? Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't, like, seeing things.
Yeah, this effect is, like, extra noticeable in the dark. We get a door open for us and find out that everyone we were after is inconveniently dead now, and all the data that we wanted to sample for our new album is gone too, and we find some truly shocking information.
So who do you think did it?
Gee, I wonder if it's the only other person we know that isn't here.
It was John Taylor's team.
Bum, bum, bum. Now we're after the Go-Go twins, the inventor of those squeezable applesauce packets that everyone who's tried thinks are pretty okay, and everyone else looks at like it's an alien invention for some reason. It's just applesauce in a pouch. I've eaten worse things. Words! No one cares. We listen to a racial stereotype, talk about 23andMe for a bit before the Go-Go twins show up and figure out that we're lying about our ancestry, so we shoot up the room, but the Go-Go sister gets away through the power of teleportation, so we've got to go track her down because she's got the stuff we wanted.
Server room's located on the top floor.
Guess we're going up.
I can't move. What the shit?
Will found the jitter glitch. Will found the jitter glitch.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's awful looking. If your FOV is all the way up and then you look down and you like mantle on something, your like body rips away from your head and you can like it's completely separated.
Oh, that happens even if you're not on the highest FOV. After catching up to the Go-Go twin, we knock her out and find out that we need both her hands in 2 places, so we cut one off for convenience and to snack on later. We use Purple Haze's brain to store our data because he's got plenty of empty space in there, and now it's time to leave. We zipline to our Uber, but it gets shot down before we can even get inside, and now we're gonna have to walk. 0 stars. After sliding down a wall and ziplining our way across Endor, we take an elevator shaft and steal a boat so we can go through a turret section. Purple Haze accidentally parks our boat on land because he's not a licensed captain, and he lets us know that he doesn't believe any of the overwhelming evidence being presented to him despite it being proven true, which means he votes Republican. And also the Go-Go twins, whose hand we stole, is still alive because you could just get your hand cut off at the elbow and casually survive that with no immediate medical attention. Why didn't we shoot her? Words again. Am I skipping these because I secretly can't read? No, it's not a secret. Now we're off to see what Two First Names was up to by going spelunking.
I would love to see like Call of Duty characters go to like McDonald's where they're like, yeah, I'll take a cheeseburger, and then they go back and start making
Order the cheeseburger! Order the cheeseburger! Order the cheeseburger! Ramirez, order the cheeseburger!
Well, put the bun to the toaster. Now stand next to the toaster and wait. About 20 seconds. It's out now. Okay, put the patty on it. No, not yet, you dumbass. The patty's in the cabinet. Grab the cheese.
Grab order 12! Grab order 12!
Fuck up.
Mustard.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Good hell.
We get a door open for us, and get a door open for us, and get a grate open for us, and get a door open for us, and get a door open for us, and finally hack open our own door in a cutscene. And find out that someone was role-playing the Matrix, and that the CIA might be the bad guys. Surprised Pikachu. And now it's time to go even deeper, so we get a door open for us and take an elevator where Diaz Nuts asks us to go away, but we don't want to, so we're gonna murder him so he stops asking. We rule a 3 parkour grenade into Diaz Nuts' VR porn chamber, and he survives just long enough to give us some cryptic plot information, but luckily Purple Haze was able to get a little more useful information by Chris Angeling him, so now we've got to go stop Two First Names from finding some people who survived the Matrix roleplay, but unfortunately 23andMe showed up and flooded the area with water, but luckily the water read the plot and helps us out a little. 23andMe leaks that the CIA were the ones who killed over 300,000 people, which is like the 5th worst thing the CIA has ever done. I mean, would this actually shock people? But now we've got to save the chicken restaurant because apparently Lane's works for 23andMe, and more words, don't care. We visit Singapore, which looks more like downtown Miami, and get a door open for us, and get a door open for us, and watch Blue, and get a gate open for us, and then get a door open for us.
Then they're gonna try to give you like mechanical limbs, but you're gonna have these like dreams where your evil twin Billy Osso is doing evil shit and you have to like chase him.
Billy awesome.
Wouldn't my dreams be that my evil twin was doing good things? Because I do evil things?
Oh, true.
He's like donating to charity and growing a garden. And now we can open the door. Oh my god. Wait, the lighting completely changed. What? Two First Names gave the Go-Go twins our radio channel so she can troll us, and we get a wall open for us and catch up to Chicken Restaurant just in time for her to explode, but we're not convinced because this is a Call of Duty game and we didn't see the body. And lo and behold, we immediately find her and get attacked by the Go-Go twin that we roast as a snack for later and carry the Chicken Restaurant outside just so we can spite Purple Haze because he was wrong. Again.
As of now, we're unplugged.
Oh fuck, we're unplugged.
Yeah, we're acoustic now.
No way, I am too.
And now we're off to find one of the guys that Two First Names is after so that he doesn't do something with them. We don't really know what he wants to do, but he's the antagonist, so it's bad, probably. There's a teleprompter in my head that's all A's. We walk really, really slowly over to Dr. Exposition, who tells us about his involvement with the Matrix roleplay, but he's not feeling very exposity today, so Purple Haze grabs him and he says the only other line I remember from this campaign besides Train Go Boom.
What is the frozen forest?
Unfortunately, before Dr. Exposition can give us any exposition, we're interrupted by robot meatballs that want revenge for their Italian brethren. Thank God for the meat shield. My arm is sparking. My very clearly not robotic arm is sparking. We take an Uber pool, but then a wall erects itself in front of us and we've got to get out and walk. 2 stars. After using the Force on an iPad to blow up Town Square, we get roped into more random filler because this game's got to pad out the runtime somehow. We try to help the pilot in a crashed vertibird, but this is a Call of Duty game, so all pilots must die. So he gets pancaked into the ground, and we tumble out and find out that the AAA is having Wi-Fi issues, so now the enemy can drop big bullet sponge robot mini-bosses on us. Fillerman has a hissy fit at us for doing a bad job of the thing that we were just randomly told to do, and then Purple Haze has a hissy fit because he's a whiny little bitch. Chicken Restaurant lets us know that Purple Haze is maybe going crazy, but we're going to mostly ignore it until it becomes a big enough problem that we can shoot him and say it was an unavoidable tragedy. 01010000, 01101001, 01101110, 01101001, 01110011. We're routed into Egypt, but a robot attacks and we crash gently next to our objective. Convenient, but now I have neck pain and I have to fight a giant robot bullet sponge. 2 stars. After defeating And Oates, we brain blast her, or whatever I called this earlier in the video, and get transported into the dark recesses of her mind that are reserved for the worst thoughts like murderous intentions or the urge to watch a Shadow the Hedgehog AMV. We find a baby next to a tree, and after picking it up, it disintegrates into chalk, and we cut to a flashback about the Matrix roleplay where we get to see everyone having fun before they all get choked to death on someone's bean farts, and we're introduced to the real main bad guy of the game. A bird. I always knew birds were the bad guys ever since a seagull stole my french fry. After listening to And Oates tell us information we already knew, we're dropped into Call of Duty 3 because And Oates is a big fat nerd. So now we're following her as she floats through a frozen forest, and then she figures out that we mind freaked her because she was dying, and she tells us more information that we already knew to pad the runtime. The world falls away and we fall up into the ground where And Oates acts like a big nerd some more, so we go into the light and now it's time to follow some more. After catching up to And Oates, the bird tells us that we shouldn't be here because we're not dead yet, so he sends us into the ocean and And Oates says another thing that we already knew, and we see a flashback where we get the name of another guy who was responsible for the Matrix roleplay, and now it's time to play zombies, except it's super boring and overly long. We kill And Oates and snap back to reality, and now we're off to a bottled water plant to find 2 first names, and we let Chicken Restaurant know about the bird, and she says we need to talk, which would be really nerve-wracking if we were in a relationship, but we're not because I'm a gamer. Turns out 2 first names is still looking for the frozen forest because he's stupid and unenlightened like us, who knows that it's just a metaphorical plane of existence that you go to when you die, and... Is this the plot of Neon Genesis Evangelion? If Hendrix jerks off on my comatose body, I'm leaving. And now we're flying a jet, and it's really disorienting. Then we park it in front of an oil rig, and I realize I'm stupid. I mean, I already knew that, but this just reaffirms it. Oh, we can move! We can move!
Have you been just sitting still this whole time?
Yes! Someone said, I think you need to move. I didn't realize we could move.
They don't make them like you anymore.
Do we have to destroy something? Oh, yeah, we gotta destroy this thing.
Oh.
Okay.
With the bird in it. What the fuck was that?
Oh, man.
What the hell is going on anymore?
After parking our hoverjet in the air just to show off, we hack a panel Master Chief style and wait around for a bar to fill up so that we can hop back into our jet and shoot some more shapes and then get out again and punch another thing to wait for another bar. Then we get into our jet and get out again and go swimming, but it turns out we're suddenly bad at swimming because the bird infected us with its word, and now we're going to slowly go insane thinking about Family Guy funny moments.
Normally I'd say it jokingly, but this is the one game that makes me unironically want to like scream that I don't care. It's like an aggressive form of not caring. I don't give a shit!
It's like what's her face from Breaking Bad? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Yeah. That's how it feels every time a character starts talking in this.
We get a door open for us, but the game is sick of opening doors for us, so it explodes, and somehow we get separated from Chicken Restaurant, who was literally right there, so we hop back in our jet and shoot some more shapes.
What if I'm just a fucking rebel and I shoot these green triangles? Okay.
Yeah, that was about expected. Wait, that's very clearly just concept art of a plane right next to him. Do you see that? That's not a 3D model of a plane. What? Did they not have time to finish it?
Or I like fighting in the really quiet room.
Of course you do, hush.
Shut up.
We get into a fight with Purple Haze about whether or not he's sane, but we're interrupted by an early 2010 sniper NPC who definitely shot Hendrix right through the throat, but the game's gonna act like they missed and blew up something behind us instead. After doing some busy work, we find Peter, but he tries to fight back, so we defenestrate him. Oh, you got impaled by that.
And he's just instantly dead.
Wouldn't you?
I mean, I would die, but not like instantly. I'd probably have to sit there and like...
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'd probably have to sit there and suffer first.
Not me. I wouldn't die instantly. I would sit there and suffer because I'm better than he is.
I would die instantly. I'd bleed out and still enjoy it more than Black Ops 3.
We have another piss fight with Purple Haze, who threatens to shut down our favorite chicken restaurant, so we punch him in the face and remind him that we're friends because the plot says so. Now everything is exploding because it's a Call of Duty game, so we get in our hoverjet and fly away into a cutscene about how we're going crazy, so we've got to hurry up and stop 2 first names before we start singing the only song anyone knows by the Pixies. See, the joke is that the Pixies are actually a really popular band and have several hits, but I only know the one, so I'm projecting my own experiences onto you because I know everything about you. I also know that whatever you're eating right now while you watch this video isn't good for you, even if it tastes that way, and you could have made a better choice when picking the meal, but you just can't help yourself. Purple Haze acts like a dick because he's racist, which isn't a surprise given what we've already established about him, and a door gets open for us, so we kill the guys who opened it. They come in with just a bunch of riot shields and no guns, and we kick so hard that they bleed?
That's our target. Once you're there, I'll overheat the NRC dead network.
Okay.
Wait, was that you or me?
Yeah, I shot the civilians. We get a door open for us and get a vent open for us and wave our hands at a thing to hack it, and our screen gets all cold because we're going crazy, but now we know where 2 first names is, so we're off to climb to the 88th floor, which definitely doesn't symbolize anything about anyone's political beliefs in this game.
Can't I just like bleed out in peace? That guy had to come and like step all over me.
I know. It's not even your fetish. Your fetish is strapping a bomb to your chest.
Yeah, it makes me look more.
Yeah, exactly. This stream just gets gradually weirder and weirder. Less comprehensible. Like by the end of the stream, we're just like. It's a RoboCop robot. The thing that I've named. I'm actually struggling to speak English right now.
It's getting weirder, I'm telling you.
This is not a bit, I'm actually just struggling to speak. Somebody watched Source Code and then, why can I not remember the name of the movie? What's the one with Martin Sheen and they're on the boat in the river and they go and find Marlon Brando at the end?
The Titanic?
The Titanic. We catch up to 2 first names, but he's hopped up on Crazy Brain, and now the robots are too. Yeah.
I'll help.
Guy take down. After getting a wall open for us, we parkour our way to a montage about being crazy and then listen to 2 first names manifesto about whatever, and now it's time for a shitty airplane boss fight that ends with us getting pinned on some rebar that we should easily be able to pull our arm out of, but alright. And 2 first names kills himself in front of us just so we'll have PTSD. Then Purple Haze shoots 2 first names in the head so we can't brain blast him and then runs off without us because he's crazy now and we're still stuck in the ground somehow. Chicken Restaurant wishes us luck to stop Purple Haze, who lets us know that he can't see the world in black and white anymore, so he has a black and white solution to solve everyone's problems by sending everyone into a digital purgatory where they can live out their deaths in peace, and yeah, this is the plot to Neon Genesis Evangelion. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone exploded into orange goop at the end of this. So now we're after Purple Haze to stop him from doing that because it's derivative. This is really hard. Someone in the comments section is going to be like, why don't you ADS? We get a wall open for us and fight a bullet sponge and get a door open for us, and Nova 6 gets name dropped so Call of Duty fans can shit their diapers about a reference to the other, better Black Ops games. Chicken Restaurant sacrifices herself just because she wants to, but then finds out that actually she didn't have to do that at all.
What was the point of this again? Anyway, moving on.
Alright, bye.
That was so crazy.
She was like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself to stop this. Oh no, I actually got tricked. I can't stop this. And then she died.
You never stopped, did you?
Wait, who is this? Who is that guy? There's just a dude. Turns out the guy behind all of this is Robert Picardo, and Purple Haze tries to special hug his mind, so we shoot him in the head like that'll stop him when he doesn't use his brain at all. Then we eat a bullet because we were curious how lead tastes. Kinda tastes like blood. Surprise, surprise, Purple Haze is alive in our heads. We argue at him and the bird shows up, who turns out is a shade from Nier, and we listen to Robert Picardo rant about being a corporate overlord for a bit and then fly off. We watch the bird rip apart Robert Picardo, which seems harsh because he's a pretty good actor, and then 2 first names shows up and we tell him that he can't be here because he's dead, even though we are also dead, dumbass. Literally everyone here is dead. Anyways, now 2 first names is sane of mind and he wants to help us stop the bird's word, so we're off to somehow stop a super intelligent AI within the fictional afterlife of his creation. I'm sure that'll work out. Surprise, we were 2 first names the whole time. Sort of. I don't care about the intricacies of this reveal, I just want this to be over. We take a teleporter and burn a goopy thing that causes a tree to fall apart, and we listen to the bird recount his birth and childhood, and then get a wall blown open for us so that we can take another teleporter and burn another goopy thing to cause a tree to fall apart some more.
Contrary to popular opinion, yelling about frozen forest is a terrible foreplay.
I just died? What's killing me? I went down and my character went, calm! We burn more goop and finally finish destroying the trees so we can listen to the bird have an existential crisis, and then two first names have an existential crisis. And then we somehow beat the bird from within the metaphorical death dimension, and it's revealed that actually we were two first names the whole time. We already did that. Game over.